Hello, my name is Doris and I am Little Bird Products. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I post a new video, and it really does help the channel. This is my end of week, start of week video to recap what I have accomplished this week and also to talk a little bit about what I hope to accomplish next week. And as I said on Wednesday, I do have some family visiting and I've had so much fun. I just had a great time. And one of the funnest, the most fun things we did is we did a quick trip to RoundTop for the spring antique show. And I have a little bit of video footage here at the end that I'll show you, very little bit, just an excerpt of one of the really nice upcycling dealers and what she'd made. And she's actually, I believe, she's out of Florida and she only comes up here just for RoundTop in the spring every year. And she had some really nice pieces, and I'll show you some pictures of that. I think she's called the Ragged Ass Boutique. And one of my friends, Tammy from the House of Upcycle, she really likes this lady's pieces. So I'll have a couple of pictures of her in there too. So it was really fun seeing some of that. And I'll put a little shot in here, a picture of her at the front of that booth. And we spent a day there and just, it was a short day, because we had some specific vintage linen ladies we wanted to see. And I'm happy to say I stayed within my budget. I just bought 3 quilts, and there are pictures of them here, and I'll put a couple of pictures in the end. 2 lap quilts that I'm thinking about, because they coordinate really well, I'm thinking about making a kimono jacket out of those. And then there's also a vintage cutter quilt in there, and I did launder them and they survived the laundry, which is really nice. And the 2 lap quilts are perfect, but the one that's a cutter, it turned out nice. There are some patches that are really ripped, and I'm not sure how much of the quilt is survivable. I have to go over all of that, and I'm hoping to make a kimono jacket out of the majority of the quilt. And then the pieces, because I try not to get rid of any pieces, I'll try repairing some of those and then using them as applique squares on perhaps some of my sweet shirts or some of my other tops that I use. So you'll see those in upcoming videos, what I ended up being able to salvage out of those cutter quilts. I think Tammy and I may make another trip back to RoundTop specifically to look for some more cutter quilts to use in our upcycling, but that's yet to be determined. And then I have some footage in here. I'm going to show you what has consumed the majority of this week. After that, my wonderful sister-in-law and brother-in-law have been helping me with some of the yard work, because that really does get ahead of me. I have rather a large yard. And I do have a little bit of help, but I don't have someone that helps me come and plant the flowers and the garden and all of those kind of things. So I'm happy to say we're almost finished with that. We have one last project, and I'll show you in the video what that is. I want to take and make what right now I call my chimenea hutch. You'll see my chimenea in it. I'm probably going to get rid of the chimney because I don't use that. I would be probably burned down the whole backyard if I lit that on my own and tried to take care of it. So I'm probably going to pass that along to someone else. But what I'm going to do with this is put 2 nice pieces of wood. Rodney, my brother-in-law, is going to help me. We'll put 2 pieces of wood across there and make a shelf, and I'm going to kind of make it my little potting nook. So when I do plant more things in my garden, or if I plant more flowers, and as I pick my vegetables, my tomatoes and stuff, I'm going to use that and put some of my tools there. Not tools, but some things that can survive the weather, because I have a nice garden shed that I use there too. So I have a couple other small projects that he's helping me with, and